shout out to Kenneth and Jenny. Thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for regular uploads and your chance to be included in shout outs for future videos. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we'll be making, of course, beautiful goat's milk soap. I've only ever worked with powdered goat's milk, so it's actually the first time I'm using long life or fresh goat's milk. I would have actually used fresh, but when I was actually down at my supermarket, they didn't have any, they're out of stock, so I just grabbed the long life versions, and you see me kind of shaking the little container, the long life containers, because there was a little bit of fat built up at the bottom and I wanted to get all the fat out, because that's where the beautiful skin conditioning comes from, the extra fats and the creaminess from the goat's milk. So I'm really excited to be using goat's milk, and I'm adding salt and citric acid, of course, because I would like a chelating agent in my bars just to help with soap scum. I did 1% citric acid and 1.2% pink salt just to help with hardness as well. It's a 70% olive oil extra virgin and 30% organic virgin coconut oil. So I just made sure I've stirred it in really well and make sure that it's all dissolved, and then I'm gonna use these ice cube trays. I just got these trays from Kmart, and I'm going to fill them up and freeze them. And the reason why we want to freeze them, because we don't want it to scorch and burn while we're adding the lye, and also it doubles up as we can actually do this inside, so there won't be any fumes created from adding the lye to the milk cubes, frozen cubes. So it's really great. I was really happy to give this a try. It is my first time, as mentioned before, using goat's milk in liquid form, not in powder form. So I'm just going to pop the lid on, throw them in the freezer, and then come back to it a few days later. Hello again. So we are back about a week later, and I finally got my beautiful mould. There it is, just the dimensions I want. So I got this from the same place that made these custom melt molds for me as well. Really great. Really love the quality. And the silicone is very flexible. I can tell with this as well. I'm not going to have any issues on molding. I'm super excited into testing this out. So I'll be doing the goat's milk soap in here. So I'll just put that aside. And also, the side comes off, which is great, because when I was using those molds from overseas, the slab molds, the sides didn't come off and the silicone was not flexible at all, so it was a pain in the butt to work with, but I have every faith that's going to be beautiful. So thanks again to CeeSon Soaps and Cutters. I hope I'm saying it right. I'll leave the description below, because they do custom made silicone liners as well, which is why I went to them as well, because so I thought I'd give CeeSon a try, and I'm really glad I did, because then I wouldn't have gotten these beautiful melts, and I wouldn't have gotten this beautiful custom made slab. So very eager to try. So it's just going to be a 70% olive oil, 30% coconut recipe. And I am going with, of course, classic lavender, 3.5% and 1.5% cedarwood atlas to fix it. And then I'm doing just a tiny bit of a split to do purple Brazilian clay, and the rest is just going to be a nice white clay. So it's going to be a pretty simple design. It's going to be in the pot soil. And of course I've got my sodium lactate here, waiting for when I mix the lye onto the goat's milk. And until I melt that down, then I'll add the sodium lactate. It's the temperature 38, yeah, it's fine. So I'm going to weigh 1,088 grams of the goat's milk, because remember I added the salt and the citric acid to it. So I have to account for the weight for that.
Thank you.